Hello, and welcome to my presentation on the age-old question that everybody has asked themselves, or maybe just me: why do we have four limbs? As well as most land animals. You may have at one point noticed that it seems like a lot of things have four limbs or appendages, like us, and mammals, and reptiles, and birds. Well, why is this?
To answer that question, we have to go way back in time to the late Silurian and early Devonian, which was about 420 million years ago.
During that time period, most life was still in the ocean, and a new species had developed, Osteichthyes, also known as the bony fish. This was the first time that bones evolved. The development of bones allowed for a lot sturdier, more structurally sound bodies, and this guy evolved into two different clades of animals, one of them being the Actinodorigi and one of them being the Sarcodorigi. The Actinodorigi, known as the ray-finned fish, had the type of fin that we usually associate with a fish, a little bit of muscle and bone that propels a small piece of tissue. The Sarcodorigi, however, had more muscle and more bone that propelled it forward. This is the fish we care about. And these bones in this fish's fin had names: the radius, the humerus, the ulna, and the digits and carpals. It also had, funnily enough, four of these fins, and with these strong, muscly, bony fins, it was able to heave itself onto land, army crawl style, and eventually become, dun dun dun, the tetrapod, which also means 4 foot. And this tetrapod had 4 bony limbs instead of 4 bony fins. And stemming from our lovely tetrapod is an incredibly complex web of evolution that eventually leads to our mammals and reptiles and birds and us,
which all have 4 limbs because they descend from the tetrapod, except for those that evolved to lose them, like whales and snakes. Turtles are also tetrapods,
but we're not sure whether those are anapsids or diapsids, so I put it on there twice. But that doesn't matter. What we care about are the limbs. Remember those bones I talked about earlier on the Sarcodorigi? Well, those radius, digits, and carpals, humerus, and ulna, with that same kind of color scheme, translated and evolved into this limb on early tetrapods such as the Acanthostega and the Ichthyostega, which, after millions of years of complex evolution, eventually evolved into this arm on the Homo sapien, or us. So, in conclusion, we have 4 bony limbs because a fish from millions of years ago had 4 bony fins. The end. Here are my image credits, and here are my information credits.